Hello students. In our last class, we have seen regarding the viral structure and its types. Structure and its types. In that we seen 5 types, that is the helical form, icosahedral form, prolate form, head or tail, that is the presence of head or tail. The fifth one is the complex or asymmetrical form. We have seen that most of the viral structures they shows the helical or icosahedral form. We studied in detail what are the helical forms, what are the icosahedral forms, what are prolate forms, in the presence of the head or the tail, and the complex structure of the viral structures. In this class today we are going to see in detail the overall study of the bacteriophage in general. Bacteriophage we are going to study in general. In that we are going to cover the history of the bacteriophage, what are terms that are used, the structure of T4 phase, that we study in this class. That is, we cover the overall view of the bacteriophage. Here we start with the history. First of all, what are these bacteriophages? These are the viruses which infect bacterial cells are known as bacteriophage. What are these bacteriophage? These are the viruses which infect bacterial cells. This is important. Which infect the bacterial cells are known as bacteriophage or viruses of bacteria. These bacteriophages, these are the viruses which infect bacterial cells. Which infect the bacterial cells are known as bacteriophage or viruses of bacteria. Bacteriophages were first observed in 1915 by F. Todd in England. These were first observed in 1915 by F. Todd in England. Later in 1917, these are observed by de Herelle in France. First observed in 1915 by Todd in England. Later in 1917 observed by de Herelle in France. De Herelle used the terms bacteriophage as a eaters of bacteria. De Herelle used the term for the bacteriophage as a eaters of bacteria or bacteria eaters, because these viruses eat the bacteria during its reproduction phase, because these take the multiplication inside the host cell. While they get mature, they rupture the host cell and they come out of the host cell. So they are called as the eaters of the bacteria or the bacteria eaters. Bacteriophages are found in all habitats where bacteria can survive and live as a obligate parasites. As we studied before, obligate parasites means these are only get activated only within the host cell. They are not capable of respiring outside the host cell. In the environment, they won't show any metabolism or the respiration. When they enter only specific host cell, that time they get activated and they reproduce. Those are called as the obligate parasite. That is, they live within a host cell. They are found in soil, fruits, sewage water, milk, vegetables and root nodules of legumes. These are the sources where these bacteriophages are found. These are found in soil, fruits, sewage water, milk, vegetables and root nodules of legumes. Some phases have also been found in the intestine of birds and animals. In human beings, phases can be found in intestine, urine, blood, saliva, pus and nasal exudate. These are the sources where we can see these phases. This is the structure of the T4 bacteriophage. which is the right to me. This is the T4 typical structure of T4 bacteriophage. Here left to me, here we have 2D structure and 3D structure of T4 bacteriophage. Here we can see the presence of protein coat and the presence of DNA. This is the DNA, that is the genetic material. This is the protein coat, that is the protein. This is the hexagonal form. Here the presence of the collar, the sheet. This is the long fibers which helps in the injection to the host cell. Here overall this is called the head part. This is head part and this is the collar part, and this is termed as the tail. See, here in T4 bacteriophage structure, this is head which is hexagonal in shape. This is the head which is hexagonal in shape. This is the collar, the presence of collar which attaches head and tail part. That part is called the collar. In the tail part we can see the sheets. These are the sheets which are attached to the base plate. See, if it is the base plate, these sheets are attached to the base plate. See, this is a base plate which possesses the long tail fibers. This plate possesses the long tail fibers to which the sheets are attached. See, this is the sheet. These are the sheets which are circular in shape sheets. This is the base plate and these are the long tail fibers. These are this kind. This is regarding the structure of bacteriophage. Here we explain regarding the head, the presence of collar and the tail part. Under the tail part, the presence of the sheet, base plate and the presence of fibers, that is the long tail fibers. Here the genetic material is DNA. In some case it may be a RNA. This may be of the linear form or the coiled form. A bacteriophage is a virus that infects bacteria. As we know, this is the virus that infects the bacteria. The term is commonly shortened to phage. This is commonly called phage. Bacteriophages are similar to viruses that infect eukaryotes, that is the plants, animals and fungi, in that there are many different kinds of structures and functions. These bacteriophages possesses many kind of structures and functions. These are seen in plants, animals and fungi. These are going to infect the eukaryotes, that is the eukaryotes where the well defined organized structure is present, eukaryote, plants, animals and fungi. These are typically made of an outer protein hull that has a genetic material inside it. We seen in the structure the protein coat where the genetic material is present. This is the outer, that is the protein hull. This is the protein hull, outer covering the protein hull. Inside the genetic material is present. The genetic material can be single stranded RNA. SS refers to single stranded RNA. DS refers to double stranded RNA. Again the single stranded DNA or the double stranded DNA between 5 and 500 kilo base pairs long. These are between the which ranges from 5 to 500 kilo base pairs long with either circular or linear arrangement. These base pairs are either may be of the circular or the linear arrangement. This genetic material may be a single stranded RNA, double stranded RNA, or it may be of the single stranded DNA or the double stranded DNA, which ranges between 5 to 500 kilo base pairs long, which are either may be the circular form or may be a linear arrangement. These bacteriophages are usually between 20 to 200 nanometer in size. This is the size, that is the 20 to 200 nanometer in size. Phases are ubiquitous in the environment and humans are routinely exposed to them at high levels through food, water without adverse effect. We are generally exposing to these bacteria and viruses that does not affect much to the human beings. Here the types of the phases. Here we have first, that is the T phases, where T refers to the type. T refers to type. Here we have T1 to T7. T1 means type 1, T2 type 2, T3 type 3 up to T7, that is the type 7. Where the in T phases we have T1 to T7. These are the series starts from T1 to T7, where T stands for type. These are characterized by the presence of tail. In first case, these are the characterized by the presence of tail and exhibit the largest groups of phases having a double stranded DNA. DS, that is the double stranded DNA. These T phases, these have the series of T1 to T7. These are characterized by the presence of the tail and exhibit the largest groups of phases, which most of having the double stranded DNA. Here T phases have been divided into following subgroups. Here T1 to T7, these are divided into two subgroups, that is the T even phase and T odd phase, where T2, T4, T6. T2, T4, T6 comes under the T even phases and T1, T3 and T7 come under the odd phases. Here these are the types of phases, where in type 1, that is the T phase, it starts from series the T1 to T7, where T2, T4, T6 are the even phases, T1, T3, T7 are the odd phases. Second type is the virulent and temperate phases. First one is the T phases. First one T phase, in that we have seen two types, that is the even T phase and the odd T phase. Second one is the virulent and temperate phase. As we know, viruses for microorganisms are called phases and those for bacteria are called the bacteriophases. For microorganisms, these virulent viruses are called, which form called the phases. For the bacteria, those are called as the bacteriophases. A virus can be thought of as a genetic element within a protein coating. Here the genetic material is within the protein coat. When injected into a cell, this genetic material may alter the host so that its energy and metabolism are directed entirely toward making more virus particles, and ultimately the host cell dies. Hence why the Heller called these are the eaters of bacteria or the bacteria eaters. Here it utilizes the host cell, that is the bacteria, for the replication of a genetic material. Later it ruptures the host cell. Here this utilizes the energy or the food that is present within the host cell. Here some phases are always actively seeking cells into which to reproduce. Other phases can attach to the bacterial chromosome and remain passive for the long time. Here the active phase are called virulent. The active phases are called virulent. The passive one are called the temperate or lysogenic. Here the phases which can attach to the bacterial chromosome. Here some phases which are attached to the bacterial chromosome which remain as a passive. Such passive ones are called as the temperate or lysogenic, which take active participation. Those are called the active phases. Here in passive, once they are the temperate or the lysogenic, they may become virulent if the system is shocked by events such as the temperature or pH change, but some host cells survive and continue to multiply. Here these passive ones get activated when they comes under the certain the temperature, favorable temperature or the change in the pH, they get activated and they survive and continue to multiply. When not in their virulent stage, temperate phases have no discernible effect on their host cell. When they are in presence of the active phase, they are effective. They affect the host cell. But when they are in the form of the passive one, they won't show the much effect to the host cell. T4 is one of the many virulent phases that affect E. coli. Most of E. coli that affect the T4 one. It's a sheet fastens to the cell wall and construction process construction force phase DNA, that is some phases are RNA, either this may be of the DNA or RNA, into the cell to make into a factory for making more phases particle, that is the replication of heredity material. Here we will see the structure of bacteriophage. As the bacteriophages cannot be separated by bacteria filters, as we studied in viruses, these can be filtered out and they can be studied its structure. But in case of bacteriophage, these cannot be separated by bacterial filters. Their structural details are known through electron microscopic studies of some larger particles, that is T even group. T even group can be studied with the electron microscope, which infect bacterium E. coli, which infect the E. coli bacteria. The appearance of a phase resembles a tadpole or spermatozoid. These appearance of phase may be of the tadpole or spermatozoid. It is differentiated into head and tail. In the case of spermatozoid, this is the head and this is the tail. In such case, they are differentiated into head and tail. The head may be prismoid, that is in T1, T2, 36. This is in the form of prismoid, and T3, 37, these have the hexagonal form. The head is of hexagonal form in T3 and 37. The phases which are filamentous, do not show differentiation into head and tail. Here, which phases in the form of filamentous, these do not show the differentiation of head and tail. The size of head is approximately 950 angstrom into 650 angstrom. That is 950 into 650 angstrom. The size of the head. The extended part between head and tail is the collar. As I stated before, this is the head and this is the tail part. The middle one is this part is called the collar, which connects the head and tail. Such part is called the collar. The tail is equal to the length of the head and has the diameter of 80 angstrom. Here, the tail is equal to the length of the head and has a diameter of 80 angstrom. At the proximal end of tail, a hexagonal end plate is present, which is approximately 200 angstrom. Here, hexagonal end plate is present, which is approximately 200 angstrom thick, having 6 tail pins. This having the 6 tail pins, which are called as fiberson. 6 tail pins are called fiberson. In its under surface, the size of each is about to 1500 angstrom. Next, the tail pins help in adsorption of phase particle on the surface of the bacterium, and the enzymes secreted by tail pins are responsible for the lysis of bacterial cell wall. Here, these tail pins are helpful to interact with the bacterial cell. Assume this is the host cell. These are the pins which are inject to the host cell. Once they are injected here, they have the proteins and the enzymatic properties which help to lysis, means to break the host cell, that is the host cell wall, and which enters into the host cell. Here the tail pins, these tail pins helps in the adsorption, means to attach, help in the attaching the host cell, where the enzymes present in the tail, these are helps for the lysis of bacterial cell wall. Lysis, the breaking of the cell wall. Here the chemical composition of bacteriophage. Here the bacteriophage contains protein, nucleic acids, some lipids. Here proteins, these may be up to the 50 to 60%. 50 to 60% of protein present in the bacteriophages, and nucleic acid, that is the basis, which either may be of the DNA or RNA. It consists up to 40 to 50%. The DNA or RNA, here they may be of a single stranded, double stranded, DNA or RNA. Where in this condition, this may be of a single stranded SS, double stranded, that is the DS. They either may be of a DNA or RNA. The presence of some lipids, the head wall, that is the 2000 similar subunits of proteins, the head wall which constituted by the 2000 similar subunits of proteins. This amount of DNA, that is the molecular weight of total phase, the total phase amount for this amount consists of DNA, the molecular weight of phase of DNA. Here we can see how this is the process, how the virus that infect the bacteria. Here this is the bacterial cell. Here we can see the adsorption, that is the attachment of virus to the host cell. Once it is attached, next it start to penetrate. See, in the penetration we see the entrance of the viral chromosome into the host cell. It is the host cell, bacterial cell, host cell. Host cell is which the virus going to infect. Such cell is called the host cell. Here in this condition, in this stage, the virus that penetrate into the host cell, here the synthesis of early proteins and the replication of viral DNA. Once it enter to the host cell, it starts synthesizing of the early proteins, which it is required. They first start synthesizing, and replication of viral DNA. The host DNA that is destroyed by the virus, and they start synthesizing its own DNA viruses. Here in this stage, the multiplication of the viral chromosome, next the synthesis of late proteins. Later in this stage, it starts synthesizing the late proteins. The viral chromosomes are surrounded by the newly synthesized protective coats, that is protective coat. Here only the DNA is, that is chromosome, is synthesized. Next to the next process, they start synthesizing the cover to its heredity material. Next the lysis, that is the breaking of the host cell. Here they are replicating inside the host cell. Once they are get mature, they rupture the host cell and they come out and function individually. These come out and start functioning the individually. This is the process where we see the lytic and lysogenic process of the bacteriophage, which we study in detail in our next class. The process of lytic and lysogenic we are going to study in our next class. For today, this is enough. Today we studied regarding the, just we go for a quick recall, today we studied regarding the bacteriophage. These are the viruses which infect the bacteria are called the bacteriophages. In general, the microorganism which affect the host, those are called the phages. The viruses which affect the bacteria, those are called the bacterioviruses. They are seen first in 1915, later in 1917. Heller termed these as the bacteria eaters or the eaters of bacteria. The types of T phases, that is first one T phases, second one is the temperate. In first phase we seen the two types, that is the it start from the series T1 to T7, there T even phase and T odd phase. T even phase we seen T, T2, T4, T6, odd T3, T5 and T7. We are seen in the even and odd type. Next we have in temperate, we have seen that active and passive type, where active, those are called the virulent, and the passive, they are not harm much to the host cell. When they get activated only in the presence of suitable temperature or the pH, they get activated and start the multiplying. Next we are seeing regarding the structure of the bacteriophage, which that is the T4 phase, which has the head, collar, tail and the pins, the which connects the head and tail, that part is called the collar, which we have seen. Next we studied regarding the rough idea regarding the replication of T4 phases, that is the bacteriophage. In detail we are going to study in next class. Thank you.